So I'm going to title this video, Why You Should Never, Ever, Ever, Ever Have Stop Losses While Trading, especially in cryptos. Maybe elsewhere you want to use stop losses, go for it. But in cryptos, you should never be using stop losses. I had somebody emailing me, and he says, I started with trade calls, whatever. I'm talking about our trade call thing. He's saying, I've been using Bittrex. I've attached a picture of OMG. I get cleaned out in the AM hours. This is happening over and over. So he's basically gone in on some trade calls, put stops in place, and then they're triggering. So he goes back and buy those coins again, I guess, and then the stops will trigger again. So it's time for me to do a video. And you've never heard me tell you to go out there and put all these stop losses in place. You've never heard Jason before ever say that. Why? Let me show you this. This is his screenshot from a few days ago on OMG. And you see this wick right here? Well, my cursor, it's right about, let me point to it. Right there. See that little black line going all the way down, touching this volume stick? That's a wick. So that means that this thing blasted all the way down. I don't know what the price was because it doesn't show it here, but massively way down here, hits the bottom over here, and then instantly loop back up, and then we go on. What does that mean? That means that anybody that had a stop loss, and I can't really see how my hand can go on this. It stops right here, but just picture my hand way up here, right? Your stop losses are way up by the red. I'm trying to see if I can draw this a little better. Let me do this. Actually, that's not going to work. Anyways, see the chart goes up at the very end, right before that huge wick down, then goes to the right, and then there's a little green, green volume bar, whatever. It's right above my head. Let's just say that that's where your stops were. Your stops just got triggered. So all someone has to do, and it doesn't have to be a huge whale, but it could be some whale, some size. It could even be the exchange operator. It is the Wild West, and you don't get to see the records of the exchange. And the exchanges, and that goes for all exchanges, you know how much money they have to play with? Scraping fees off of every trade since they've been in existence. Bittrex, and he's talking about Bittrex in this case. I mean, they've got millions and millions and millions and millions, and I mean tens of millions of dollars easily. They themselves could do a massive sell order, load the boat on, for example, OMG, sell the hell out of it, push the price way down, cleaning out all the stops, and guess what? Since they're the exchange operator, they know exactly who has the stops, where they all are, how far down they need to go to clean everybody out. Clean them all out on the way down, which means you're making stops trigger. So automatic sell orders happen. Boop, they're scooping them up. Scoop, 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 all the way down. And then instantly it's right back where it was. Boop, which is why that chart, once again, that chart has that massive candlestick way down, that wick, way down, and then bloop, right back up as if nothing happened. Picked up right where it left off. That is massive manipulation. It is not going to be able to be proved that it was, he says the guy Richie that runs, Bittrex. It's Richie over at Bittrex. I mean, look at let me show you this again. If I can make this even bigger. Yeah. Okay. See where that wick goes way down? Look at the size of the red volume on that. To the left of that, right over here, this way. Look at the size of this volume. The greens, right? The greens, then this red one, the green one. So you can see, didn't take a massive amount of volume to push that price way the hell down there. So either A, the exchange operator knows this because they've got all the orders in front of their faces. They've got all the stop losses in front of their faces. They know exactly what they need to do to push the damn price down. Exactly where to go. How much it's going to cost them. And when I say cost, meaning buying out all those stop losses. Now they own those people's coins. And then instantly, bloop, market's back where it was. Is it the exchange operator? Is it a whale? I can't say. But if you don't have stop losses in place, that doesn't affect you. It affects you no way. Because you still have the same, in this case, OMG you had before, sitting on the exchange even. Even still sitting on their exchange, still sitting there. You lose nothing. That happens, you get to watch it and say, what the hell happened there? I mean, let me look at one more time. Look at this one right here. On the far right over here. Okay? I'm gonna move it back now. Right over here. Look at that wick. Look at this wick over here. I mean, there's some serious movement one way or the other. Now, of course, nothing compares to that sucker. That is massive. But again, is it a trader, big whale? Is it a group? Is it a pump and dump group getting in there? Guys, let's clean out. Let's just go for it. Let's clean out all these stop losses and see what happens. Not that they would know exactly how many are out there, but they know, oh, people are going to be putting stop losses. Let's just go for it. So they're scooping up all your coins at the stop loss levels that you've set all the way down. Again, I don't have that chart in front of me to figure out exactly how far down that was as far as price goes, but pretty substantial from the looks of it. And then it's right back where it left off. They just profited massively right there instantly. So that's the reason that I never come out here telling y'all, put your stops in place, put your stop losses in place. No way in hell. This is crypto. This is massive volatility. Your stop losses are going to be triggered continuously. Now, that's me. Some, other traders, and whether it's Forex, whether it's stocks, bonds, normally you're taught to use stop losses. But I'm just coming out here to tell you that I don't use stop losses for that reason. Stop losses are normally a good thing because, I'm right here. I can stop right out just below where I was at. And then the order sells. So if you're going to use stop losses, you need to probably change your strategy a little bit, in my opinion. And if you have a stop loss in place, some of these exchanges will let you do like a stacked order. So you can say, okay, if my stop loss triggers, it's usually under like advanced or whatever. If my stop loss triggers, I want to do a buy order at this price point. So my stop triggers here. Under there, I want to do a buy order. And then you can buy in under your stop. So you sold off here. Now you're buying in down here, waiting for it to rise back again. And of course, you get to ride it back up. Again, for me, I'm a hodler. If you're going to use stops, you're going to have to use them right. And some exchanges don't let you do what I just said. They only let you put a stop in and that's it. You can't go do a buy order unless you're manually sitting there watching the screen. Oh, my stop triggered. Let me go buy some right now. That could be 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning while you're sleeping. Like this guy says, every freaking morning he's been doing this, he's being cleaned out. So, again, it's crypto. It's massively volatile. I'd rather hodl my coins. If I see a big old bloodbath happening somewhere, that's when I'm going to jump in and buy some more. I just get more cash and buy more. I'm not trying to trade in and out everything that I own. There's no way. I've got my main stash, and then I've got a small fraction. Yes, a small fraction doing these calls that Trader Boss gives and things like that to play this up-down game. I'm not willing to do that with my huge portfolio, the in whole or whatever, all of it. But I will take a sliver of it and play that game and see if we can scrape profits like, we're trying to all do by trading it, so to speak, and doing these swing trades. But even that, I'm not putting stop losses in. If Trader Boss gives me a call, I'm not going to put a stop loss in. I'm just not. I'll wait for the coin to recover and move on to the next one, which is why we want several calls out there. That way, if one has not done well, you got 2 other ones that are popping. Great. Scrape some profits off those now. Get ready to get into another call, that kind of thing. Meanwhile, the other one down here, which isn't looking too pretty, I'm waiting for it to come back. Some people might say, well, I don't have time to wait. I'm just going to take my loss on that particular coin so I can have some free funds and dump it into the next one that we do, whatever, another trade call or their own call, whatever. I understand that, but it's only a loss when you sell it. And because this is cryptos, these coins that might be down at the moment always seem to rebound and make new highs. And especially since they're not making new highs now, they're going to at least recover to where you got in. You know what I mean? That's just the nature of this game. So I feel like I should do a video right now. This poor guy's been getting hammered each and every night, and he keeps doing it. Stop. Stop putting your losses in, your stop losses in. Don't do it. Hold the coin. Wait for the price. As a matter of fact, that's the thing. You can do a buy order. You do your buy order. You get the coin. You can immediately, the second you own those tokens on that exchange, you can immediately place a sell order. So you buy something at, and I'm going to use dollar terms instead of Bitcoin terms. You buy OMG at $15. Trade call comes out. Hey, get OMG. Okay, it's $15. It goes to $18. Maybe the call, let's just say, for example, is $19. You could have immediately, when you bought it for $15, let's say the trade call went out, $15, guys, this is going to go in the next week or two, it looks like. Price target, 18, 19, whatever. I'm just going to say that. You put in at 15, you get your OMG, they're sitting there. I am not putting in stop losses. It's going to sit there. What I will do is immediately go back on that exchange. I'm already on the exchange. I just placed the order. I own some OMG. Immediately sell orders right away, and we stack the sell orders. Well, he thinks it might be between 18 and 19. Okay, I'm going to do a sell order at 17.50. I'll do a sell order at 18. I'll do another sell order, which is 3 now, at 18.50. Or maybe if I want to press my luck, $19. That way I've profited when it was 15. At 17.50, very nice profit. $18, very nice profit. And 18.50, 19 is even better. I've stacked those sell orders. I will not be doing a stop loss, because what happens if the stop loss triggers? You're in at 15, right? You're in at 15. It goes to 14.80. That's your stop loss. It goes down to 14.70. Your stop's triggered because it was 14.80. It went to 14.70. You're already out automatically while you were sleeping because it did it for you. You wake up and found that it went right back up to 15. It hit 16 that night. Got into 17. Coming up on my first sell order. There's no sell order. Why? Because your sell order already triggered because it was a stop loss instead. So understand something, people, especially if you're in trade calls. Trade calls is for people who know what they're doing. I'm going to say it. We've said this from the beginning. Trade calls is for the people who know what they're doing, not to be taught how to do this. What do I do? It was never intended for that. And we know still some of y'all got in and did anyways, figuring, no, I can just figure this out and do it. This poor guy is getting taken to the cleaners night after night because he keeps putting stop losses in and they keep triggering rather than wait for the swing trades, which are weeks long at times, to hit the targets that we think they're going to go to for the sell to happen and make your profit. His stop losses are being triggered. So I asked him, who's telling you to put all these stop losses in place? Like, why are you doing that? I said, I never put stops in. Never. I understand there might be times where you might need to do that stuff, but this is crypto, man. This is crypto. So I felt like I just need to do a video to cover this real quick. This is the first time I've heard something like this happen to somebody where he's just getting cleaned out over and over again. And I've been replying like, what are you doing? Like, but there's probably more of him out there. So it warrants a video. And, just keep what I said in mind. You can put your stops in, but there's videos on YouTube that talk about it, stops, and I think he even shared one with me. I've already seen it. What they don't tell you about stop losses, I think is what it was titled. And it's a guy, a trader, that says, most he said in his opinion, most traders, reason they lose is because they've got stop losses. They use them. They use their stop losses, and he said most of the time that's why they lose. And you got to understand this, especially if it's the damn insiders doing it, the people at the exchanges, the banksters in the regular markets, not cryptos. And they've got their little buddies, and they've got access to all the data that you and I are not allowed to have. It's illegal, but they've got it, and they know exactly how many stop losses there are, where they are. Oh, we can clean these people out in these futures contracts in silver. Oh, watch this. It's 1750. We're taking it down to 1650. Watch this. Bloop, 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 bloop. Cleaned them all out. And in that case, you're playing futures contracts, you get nothing. Zero. Your position's been sold, margin call, you owe us some more money. But with cryptos, you're putting stops in, and your cryptos are selling under where you got in at. That's what a stop loss does. It stops you from losing more. But this is cryptos. We know it's highly volatile. I can't consciously put a stop loss in place in cryptos because I would probably be experiencing what this poor guy's experiencing. Man, they got me last night. Man, they got me again. Screw me once, shame on you. Screw me twice, shame on me. Screw me 5 times in a row. Screw me again. My fault. You know what I mean? Like, just keep this in mind. Like, don't do it. I'm telling you, I'm not playing that game. Stop losses. Don't do it. If a coin just becomes horrible and we're sitting on it and sitting on it and sitting on it, it just doesn't work out. At that point, we may just say, look, unload that thing. It was a loss. We get, for example, we give 7 good trade calls and 2 of them were bad. It's the name of the game. It's the way the game is played. You make more good calls than bad calls is what you were trying to achieve. Anybody in the world tries to achieve that. We're not going to have 100% epic call, and never, you know what I mean? I don't know you guys know that, but I just want to be clear. So, just had to do this video. This poor guy, just stop with the stop losses, guys. Don't play that game. This is the Wild West. There's no regulation. The people that run these exchanges could do whatever the hell they want. No one's looking after them. SEC ain't going to go in there. They can't go in there and do anything about it. Show us your log files. Show us. Nope. Not until it's regulated. Then that might happen. And then these exchanges might have to comply. But it's the Wild West. And because it's the Wild West, I ain't using no stop losses. Take care.